There we go. Technical difficulties. All right. So happy Wednesday, guys. My name is Amanda Creamy. Like I said, I am a Gold Ambassador here with Q Sciences, but I am a nurse by trade and education. I actually work in labor and delivery. I've been doing that for 10 years now, which is crazy to even say, but it is a huge passion of mine. It is something that I will always do. Up until actually a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago now, I was working two nursing jobs. I worked with MS patients, which I loved as well, but I was busy, busy, busy. And as you can see, I have these two adorable children here and building a full-time income here with Q Sciences. So I've actively been working with Q a little over a year and a half. In 13 months' time, my family and I were able to create a six-figure income, but there's a lot of importance related to that. So after I had my daughter, Kenzie, who's that 3-year-old right there, I was dealing with a lot of postpartum mental health issues. And I used to be that individual who could kind of juggle those 10,000 balls at once, continuing to have those different plates spinning, none of those plates falling down. Nothing really on the stress side, mental health side, nothing really affected me until I had my daughter. And I was looking for something more so on a natural health side. Try the diet, the exercise, really anything and everything that I could, until one night I looked into the mirror and I just said, Amanda, you are not the same person that you used to be. Very short of reaching out to my physician, a dear friend of mine posted on wonderful social media about this full spectrum hemp oil. I knew nothing about full spectrum hemp. I heard the buzzword of CBD, which I'm sure most of you guys have as well. It's a booming market right now, but I didn't know anything about it. In fact, even as a nurse, I didn't know anything about supplementation. I hadn't even supplemented before. I wasn't taking anything to take care of myself. And so when I took a look at the products, decided to give them a shot, and no joke, you guys, within one day, I felt a sense of calming. And after a week of consistent use, I felt like all of those plates that I was trying to spin and juggle all at once were actually staying afloat, that I was starting to get my life back again. And more importantly, though, my friend, along with every single other person around me, had no idea that my husband and I were struggling financially. That's my handsome hubby, Cody, that you see there. He is in the life insurance industry. He's been doing that for 10 years now. But what transpired in his business 2 years ago was something that knocked us upside down. If you can imagine like this image of, like a duck or a swan or something pretty, like floating on water, and a pond. It's very cool. They're cool, calm, and collected. But underneath the surface, you don't see their feet like paddling as fast as they can. And that's actually how we looked. Everybody thought that our lives were fine, but underneath, we were honestly struggling to stay afloat. My husband lost half of his income in a matter of a couple weeks' time. And several months after that, we lost half of our income again. And we were struggling even just to pay our mortgage and all of the bills. And so Q was represented or presented to us at the perfect moment. And I cannot tell you how incredible this journey has been, but I'm even more excited as we go on tonight for you guys to hear from a few individuals who are within my organization who are absolutely just changing the game of what Q Sciences is all about. First and foremost, though, I absolutely have to introduce you to two of my favorite mentors here. I actually have a lot of them within this business. Mr. Mark Wilson is our CEO and founder, and he's probably the most humble gentleman you guys will ever meet. He truly creates the culture here, and it's actually palpable. The moment you step into Q Sciences, you can feel that we have something different, and it's starting from the top down, and I absolutely love that. But more importantly, I've had the honor and pleasure to be able to sit down with him and just talk about family and so many other things. In fact, I left our corporate cabin a couple months ago, and he knew my husband's name. He knew my children's names. And I think that that's extremely important. But he's also a very brilliant entrepreneur and businessman, because when he brought on Mr. Jake Spencer, our now president, everything changed. You're going to see the compensation plan that Mr. Jake Spencer put into play that completely changed really the face of this industry. Now, I have the honor and pleasure of being mentored by Mr. Jake Spencer, and I can honestly say that I have never learned more about business and how to build a business than I have in my last year and a half here. Like I said at the beginning, I'm a nurse. I have absolutely no business being in business. I didn't know anything about anything. But because of this simple system and because we truly have so many layers of support here, I have been able to grow into, honestly, a businesswoman, which is kind of crazy to say. But I can't speak highly about these two gentlemen, but also about the individuals at corporate. We have such partnerships where Kelly Allred is one of my friends. She's our executive director there. I have my own personal liaison, which is crazy to say, but she helps me. She's a huge business partner with me as well. And so it's really cool to be able to have all of those partnerships. And that's really what is changing the game here at in this industry at Q Sciences. Now, Q is definitely the right company. I'm going to kind of go out on a limb and say that for most of the guests here tonight, you probably had never heard of Q before. It's short for Quintessential Biosciences. We actually started in 2012 in physician and chiropractic offices. And in 2017, really early 2018, we totally revamped, going more so of that e-commerce sector route. Now, having grown well over 800%, we're already shipping to 21 countries and counting. In fact, I heard that we are projected 60 in the next handful of years. That is crazy. If you know anything about business, what we are putting on the map is phenomenal. In fact, this year alone, here in 2021, we are projected to quadruple growth. And it's because of not only the gentleman I just introduced you to, but because of also our cutting edge technology and the global health and wellness sectors. Now, I'm extremely excited to introduce you to our full suite of products. While we could probably sit here for several hours and go into in depth about all of these products, what I will tell you is we have multiple verticals. So we have something here for everybody. In the year and a half that I've been here, I've never had to turn somebody away to say, I don't think we have something here to serve you. Whether you're looking for something for sleep or mental health or energy or fitness or hormones or something for your kids, I mean, we truly have something for everybody in multiple different avenues. In fact, we have 50 and counting with a projection of doubling that in the next 1 to 2 years. I'm extremely excited to see what they're even coming out with in the years coming forward, because what we already have encompasses everything that everybody needs. But let me tell you a little bit about my favorites. This right here is our top selling product pack. It's called our Q Core. This was something I didn't know that I was missing. At the beginning, I mentioned I knew nothing about supplementation. In fact, I was not even taking any types of nutraceuticals. I didn't know anything about them. But when I heard what these 3 products that you see here could do, and when they were put together in these really cool like AM and PM pillow packets, so all you do is you grab and go, super, super convenient, I knew that I had to give it a shot. And again, just like the full spectrum hemp oil, which was my first product, once I got on this, in a matter of a handful of days, I felt a huge difference. I had mental clarity and focus, more energy. I used to be a gymnast way back in the day. And even in the mornings, I would still get up out of bed like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I didn't sleep at all. Like, oh, what is my back problems? I wasn't taking care of my gut health. And now it was all being encompassed into one top selling product pack that you see here. In fact, that Q Max is the most studied mental health supplement in the entire globe. And it really just allows me to perform in every single aspect of my life. I'm not talking about like as a gymnast, I'm talking about family life here at Q Sciences. When I go to work at the hospital, I am just so much more focused in different conversations that I am having, and I'm able to deal with life. I am not on edge. I don't get stressed out with little things anymore. But I can tell you that with the Align that focuses on decreasing inflammation, I feel so much better. And same with the Biotics that focus on gut health. We have something here for your kids too, which is really exciting. Make sure you get back with the person who invited you, because they have this really fancy app that I'm going to talk about going forward, and they can send you PDFs and videos related to any of the products here. Now, another app that I'm obsessed with right now is called our QFit app. Every single morning, I get this notification that says exactly what kind of workout I need to do. Because let's be honest, if you're like me, the last year with everything that happened, I kind of slacked a little bit with like eating healthy and working out, like maybe not a little bit, a lot. And so I love the fact that I have the accountability right at my fingertip. But more than that, I have a nutritionist. I have these amazing health coaches and workout coaches that you see down here with Stacy and Kimball. By the way, they are amazing. I've had the honor and pleasure of meeting them and actually working out with them too. They are great. They are an incredible addition here to Q Sciences, but I can customize my meal plans and my workout plans. It is something I didn't know that I needed, and now it is something I will never go without. I love the app right at my fingertips. More so than that, you can see we have a couple products to help support you on your journey, whether you are looking to lose weight or you're looking to tone up, really just debloat, get more energy, whatever your path is, we definitely have something here for you. Now, these oral sprays are some of my favorite. All you have to do is you just spray it underneath of your tongue. And because of doing that, it has an increased absorption rate. You can see that we have 6 different options here that focus on things for energy, immunity, discomfort, curbing appetite. But that sleep is something that I call an add-on, because every single person should be adding it on to every single order that they have. It is a product I will never live without, just like the Q Core and the full spectrum hemp oil. It allows me to get into a deeper sleep cycle so I could actually dream again. And in the morning, I feel more well rested. I can tell, just like all the other products, when I don't utilize it, because I am so much more drowsy and just kind of feel like a zombie in the morning because I don't get into that deeper sleep cycle. Now, here is our full spectrum hemp line, which again, we could sit here and talk for hours about, but the individual who invited you has a lot more information. What I will tell you is that we recently enhanced our technology. So we have a patented technology that allows for 100% absorption into the system with immediate onset. You guys, let me tell you a fun fact here. The average company out there has a 6 to 10% absorption rate. We have 100%. Can you imagine how much better you're going to feel on these products? We have a lot of options that you see here. We have 4 flavors of under the tongue oils. The berry is my favorite. Of course, we have something for your furry friends, your pets, one for sleeping, couple lotions, roller balls that focus on a couple things that are also infused with essential oils. And then our twist, which are CBD water packets. All you have to do is tear the top off, add it into water, shake it up. They taste amazing, but I'm really excited to see what they come out with this specific line here going forward. Now, before I move into the next step, I am actually going to bring on a dear friend of mine. Her name is Dana. So Dana, while I'm introducing you, if you want to unmute yourself, Dana is actually pretty new to Q. She's only been with Q for a couple of months now. She's flying through this company, but what I love is that she's in the top 3 customer getters in the entire company. Can you imagine that? She has been able to take what has worked for her here with the different products, and you guys are going to love her story going forward, but she's been able to build a successful business. And so Dana, can you share a little bit more about your experience, please?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Amanda. Well, I have 4 kiddos from kindergarten into high school, and I'm just so grateful that we encountered Q Sciences. We were in a really difficult time with one of our teenage kids who was dealing with just ongoing, either really mad or really sad feelings. And we were working with his doctor, but just could not come up with a solution. So I was intrigued by the possibility of a natural option for him, and we decided on Q Sciences full spectrum hemp oil and vitamins. And I was curious about them for myself as well, so I started taking them at the same time. I'll be honest, I didn't have any big expectations of what this would look like, but my family has been blown away at what a difference it's made. My teenager reports feeling calmer, he's feeling happier, less stressed, and a bonus, he's able to focus on his schoolwork better. Now, I thought I was handling my stress as a mom okay, and I have been shocked at how much better I feel. I'm calmer, I'm more patient with my kids, and my energy is lasting throughout the day. I'm not crashing at that 3 o'clock hour. So I just love being an ambassador with Q. And I would say my favorite thing is just being able to help other people. It's so rewarding to hear how quickly people are feeling a result and feeling a difference with these products.
Thank you so much. And huge congratulations to you for being in the top of the company. That is amazing. So huge congratulations. So kind of going forward, you guys, I'm sure, like I said at the beginning, you guys have probably heard the buzz of CBD, right? The hemp industry alone is projected to grow $1 trillion just this decade, which brings me to my next point of how can you get your hands on these incredible products? Well, we have 2 ways. The first route is obviously our preferred customer route. This is one of my favorite routes because if somebody's not looking to create an extra income or to build a business, we can still support our customers and they can get the same wholesale discount pricing pricing that we get, which is up to 25% off for $10 for the entire year. There's zero risk. In fact, we have a money back empty bottle guarantee, but I can promise you, once you get on these products, you're going to want to make sure that you have products coming to you month after month. And guess what? Q is going to support you and actually reward you with a rewards program that we have for simply staying consistent with your products. You're going to start to earn points that you can turn around and cash in towards free products. I don't know about you, but like if there's a rewards program anywhere, I'm going to get my hands on it. I am all about it. And we have it on the business side too. And so I've been able to capitalize on getting free products left and right, which I love. But Q very much focuses on helping us retain our customers through that, and some really exciting things that are coming forward over the next couple of months that I think you guys are going to love. We just offered free shipping for the entire year too. And like I said, this line is, or this part of the program is ever changing and just getting better and better. Now, let me talk about my favorite part, okay? My favorite part, obviously, is the business side. When I was presented the opportunity with Q, it was something that I saw that I could not unsee. I knew, and so did my husband in that moment, that this is exactly what we needed to shift into to be able to change our family's life. But there were a couple things that I was looking for. First and foremost, it was who's leading this company. You already saw the incredible support system and mentors that we have here. Two, it was, is there a simple system that was already in place? Because I wanted to make sure I didn't have to create a system. I didn't want to have my wheels spinning to try and figure out what's going to work best for every single person who is going to trust me with their families' lives, honestly, in building a successful business. I wanted to make sure that I could plug them into a simple system. They could turn around and capitalize on it and teach that down into their organizations as well. That was another thing that was checked off. The third part is the compensation plan, which you guys are going to see going forward. But let me share a little bit about the business side, where it's only $40 where for the entire year. You can capitalize on everything that Q Sciences already has in place for you. In fact, they already have an e-commerce site that's ready for you. All you have to do is go back to the individual who invited you and say, hey, I think I'm ready with this. I understand the importance of not having all of my eggs in one basket. I understand we need to diversify income. And what I'm seeing here is blowing my mind, just like it did mine. Once you get going, you're going to have that site, your friends, your family, everybody else can go directly to your site. And once they check out from that, Q is going to know exactly how to pay you. You're going to be commissioned on just those individuals checking out from your direct site. You don't have to deal with inventory. You don't have to deal with shipping or warehouse hassles and headaches. For $40 for the entire year, I was like, wait a second. Like, there's got to be something wrong with this, because how do I get all of this that Q has already created for me for $40? It's pretty phenomenal. But that's simple system that I mentioned at the beginning, you guys, and down the road, you're simply going to do 5% of the work. You're going to allow us to help you with 95%. What I mean by that is we're going to teach you how to connect individuals into things such as this. And you're going to hear from my friend Davina here in a couple minutes time about how that system works. But once we help you with that, you have so many layers of support to really get you off to a fast start. Now, how are you going to get paid here? There's actually a couple ways that I'll show you on the next page in terms of customer volume, customer commissions, team commissions, bonuses. One of my favorites, which is called our FFM program. But here's what I'm stoked about. Here in a couple weeks' time, we're actually going to get paid weekly. Right now, very, very brand new ambassadors get paid weekly for our first 3 bonuses that I'll show you on the next page. But can you imagine here in a couple weeks' time getting started, and let's say you align with Q on Monday, and by Friday we've already helped you rank up 3 times. Guess what that is going to look like for you the following Friday? $750 back into your pocket. Then what are you going to do with that next week, right? Can you imagine unlocking unlimited income potential week by week by week? If you are business minded, you are going to be like, holy cow, this is amazing. It is something that nobody else in the industry has truly, truly done with what Q is going to be doing. Now, here's our compensation plan, okay? It is simple and straightforward, just like the rest of this business. We get paid 4 ways. First way is on customer sales. Higher customer volume you get, higher percentage you're paid, up to 35%. Second way you're paid is on your organization. Here at Q, we're a volume-based compensation plan. What that means is that you are paid on your volume in your entire organization. Whether you have 2 or 2,000 individuals, you are earning literally infinity levels deep on that volume. We don't have percentages or levels or average pay. You're actually going to earn set pay. So let's talk about one of my favorite ranks here before I bring on my friend. So the rank of executive is the one that I mentioned on the last slide, where we're going to help you achieve in not only your first full month, but as soon as possible. We're going to help you find your first 2 business partners. My first 2 were my mom and my friend, okay? And it built from there. We are going to help you with that. Beyond that, it's about 15 orders in your organization. Very doable. Think about 15 of your friends' friends or their business partners getting one of those Q Core packs. You already know that you're going to have $250 set pay. And because we're going to help you do it in your first full month or sooner, you're going to earn a $500 fast start bonus, $750 in your first full month, if not sooner. That's pretty incredible. You can tell that those numbers get pretty hefty, especially on the monthly team commission side and the rank bonus side. Now, here's what I love is that Q understands that it takes time and consistency to really build a successful business. And so from $1,500 on up for those bonuses, whether it is short-term or long-term that you're unlocking them, they're always going to be there for you. Now, this favorite part of my compensation plan is called the FFM, which is short for the Financial Freedom Movement. Here at Q, we very much believe in getting your financial house in order and setting you up for financial success in the future. And because of that, Q is going to provide up to 4. I mean, I think we have a team of 4 right now, free financial coaches that are phenomenal. I mentioned at the beginning that my husband and I were dealing with a lot of financial stress. We even went into credit card debt, something I vowed we would never, ever do. And we're struggling just to stay afloat. And because of the FFM team's help, we were able to come out of credit card debt and all of our debt very quickly. We now have a significant savings plan. And now, like, we are able to dream again without having that financial stress and pressure. I have learned more about finances in the last 6 months than I have in my entire life. I've worked with Mrs. Sarah Spencer, Jake's wife, as well as Mr. Adrian Emerald. They are both phenomenal individuals. So you are going to have tremendous success on that side. But guess what? That's not the end of it, because your organizational volume is going to continue to build here. Now Q is going to provide for you up to an additional $400 that you can allocate towards a debt, investment, retirement plan, really whatever you want to of your choice. We, first of all, put that money towards our credit card debt. Like I said, we were able to clear that debt very quickly. Now we have an extra $400 because I'm a gold ambassador here that's going towards our kiddos' college fund. It's out of sight, out of mind. The rest of the commissions and bonuses is income for my family and I, which is phenomenal. So now I'm going to bring on my friend Davina. If you want to unmute yourself while I introduce you. Davina is actually very new to us. I love these stories. She literally just started a couple of weeks ago. She hit 2 of her fast start bonuses already, which was an extra $300 in her pocket. She's already this month, crushing it. I see her name just continue to pop up. And so Davina, I would love to hear from you what Q has been, what the experience has been like so far.
Okay, yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for this call and having me on it. Excuse the background. I'm at work. So I'm at work growing my business. So again, my name is Davina. I got introduced to this business through one of a good friend of mine. Her name is Natasha. I mentioned to her at first when she brought the business to my attention how I am a busy mom. I have 4 kids, a whole husband, growing our business, and I'm a full-time mommy. And I have a job, full-time job. So she told me that Miss Amanda has talked to her, groomed her, let her know the support system and how she can help her through the process. And then that Natasha also now teaches me that. And with all that being said, I actually now have been growing my business. And I actually been in business for about, I want to say less than a month now. I would say less than a month. I've been growing since. I was very passionate about it because it became personal to me. Accountability is everything to me. They show that in this business, and that is huge, a huge factor. And again, going back to just being busy, I know Natasha supports me 100% because I just offer her everything that I know. And I tell her hey, go ahead and do this. And that's it. And it's just been growing. And I don't even know, honestly, about the compensation plan. I just do what I have to do, and then that's it. But also in a business world, in a business mindset, I'm huge on trust, and they also show that in this business. They have my back 100%. I never. It could be 12 o'clock my time, and God forbid it's like 3 o'clock Natasha's time, and she'll still answer the call. That is the support that you want to have in any type of business. Overall, they express the two definition of team, and I'm a whole team already with just my family. We're six of us, and it's like, I'm 100% busy, but here I am at work getting these calls of like, hey, can you get on? Can you talk? And I love it, and and it's growing. So yes.
Thank you so much. I love it. I love hearing people when they say like, oh my gosh, like I just got paid yesterday. It was crazy. I have no idea how I even made that. Like it's because of the simple system and support. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Davina. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. So to round this out, you guys, let me tell you a little bit about what's next. First and foremost, if you were invited tonight, you might know about a special incentive that's going on. I will talk about the code word here in just a minute, but we also have an overview tomorrow night at the same time, same Zoom, from my dear friend Jada. Not only is she like drop dead gorgeous, but she is phenomenal. She is one of my favorite individuals within this business. She is so down to earth, incredibly smart, and she is a silver here with the company and absolutely killing it and just helping support her team along the way too. So make sure you tune into her tomorrow night as well to learn some more. But the individual who invited you tonight is definitely going to be reaching out to you right after this, because we always want to know, what did you like best? What did you hear best? How can we best support you? Whether you saw a vision here, just like I did on the business side, or you saw something on the product side and you're like, you know what, I'm dealing with XYZ. How can I, focus on this? We can definitely have a one-on-one consultation and make sure we get the best products into your hands. Or if you're like, you know what, I know Susie and Betty and I don't know, those are all the names that are popping into my head right now because Susie's right here. I see her on my screen. Who might be looking for, sleep or energy support or some other kind of support. Make sure that you refer them back to the individual who invited you, because we are definitely a referral-based company and we will absolutely take good care of them. So